Welcome back to our little camper adventures. I'm Suzanne. My husband's name is Steve. If you're new to this channel, we make DIY instructional videos as well as camper travel videos, so check those previous videos out. In this video, we're going to show you 10 steps on how to take your Starlink Generation 2 to new heights using the Harbor Freight telescoping flagpole and a DIY PVC base. Welcome to our little camper adventures, where we put a lot of fun into a small space and have the time of our lives. Most of the time we like to unplug when we go camping, but the reality is Steve and I both need to work, so we need to stay connected. Our dilemma is that the Starlink needs a good clear view of the north sky, and we like to go camping in rustic, kind of secluded areas that have mountains and trees all around, so we need to get that Starlink up higher in order to get a good connection. The sooner that we connect and the quicker that we connect and the quicker we can work means that we can quicker get back to camping and enjoying life. I didn't want to climb up our camper ladder stairs each time I wanted to deploy the Starlink. Sometimes those ladder stairs can be wet and slippery and can be dangerous. So I'm here in our camper workshop, kitchen, to show you how we put together this DIY Starlink base in order to get the Starlink up off the ground. So here is the list of items you will need. Obviously, a Starlink Generation 2, one Harbor Freight 20-foot telescoping flagpole, two 10-foot length, 2-inch diameter PVC sections. You can buy several shorter sections, but that'll add up more to the cost in the end. One 5-way cross PVC fitting connector with 2-inch holes, 5 PVC 2-inch clean-out adapters with spigot and female connection. These are the adapters with the threads on the inside. 5 PVC 2-inch female trap adapters. These are the adapters with the threads on the outside. 4 PVC 2-inch end caps. 1 silicone sheet, 1 25th inch thick, 12-inch by 12-inch in size. Silicone reducer, 2 1/4 to 2 3/4 inch. This is optional, more about that later in the video. 3 to 4 stainless steel 3/8 bolts, 3-inch in length, and 3 to 4 stainless steel 3/8 wing nuts. 1 Harbor Freight Starlink Generation 2 flagpole adapter, PVC glue, gear ties. 4 PVC 2-inch clean-out caps, these are optional. Paracord, tensioners, and carabiners. Stakes. Stay tuned for how we use the paracord, tensioners, carabiners, and stakes to secure the flagpole DIY setup to the ground when not securing to the camper ladder or bike rack. Tools needed: hacksaw, tape measure, Sharpie or a marker, screwdriver, drill, 3/8 size drill bit, scissors, and a vacuum. The list of steps will be in the video description for a quick reference. Step 1, measure and cut the two 10-foot PVC pieces down to 4 4-foot lengths. Step 2, measure and cut 1 8-inch length of PVC for the base from one of the remaining PVC pieces left over. Step 3, dry fit and adjust lengths if needed. We may cut the 8-inch base piece shorter. Step 4, glue pieces together using PVC glue. I didn't use the PVC glue primer, but you can use that if you want. Glue the 5 PVC clean-out adapters with spigot and female connection. This is the adapter with the threads on the inside, to the 5-way PVC cross-fitting connector. Glue 1 PVC female trap adapter with the threads that are on the outside to the 8-inch PVC piece. Glue the 4 PVC trap adapter, the threads that are on the outside, to each of the 4-foot PVC ends. Then glue the 4 caps to the other end of the 4-foot PVC pipes. Step 5, put the pieces together. Screw in the 4-foot pieces to the side openings of the 5-way and screw in the 8-inch base piece to the top of the 5-way. Slide the Harbor Freight larger PVC piece that's included with the flagpole over the 8-inch PVC piece screwed into the top of the 5-way. Step 6, cut the silicone sheet. Wrap the silicone sheet around the base of the flagpole, measure where you need to cut, and then cut off the excess. If you overlap the silicone sheet, you may not be able to slide the flagpole into the base. Step 7, put the base of the flagpole into the sleeve. Curl up the silicone piece lengthwise and insert it into the larger PVC sleeve included with the Harbor Freight flagpole. Slide the flagpole base into the sleeve, holding the corner of the silicone sheet to keep it from sliding down into the sleeve. The reason why we use the silicone sheet is because the flagpole sleeve included with the Harbor Freight telescoping flagpole is larger than the 2-inch diameter flagpole. So we use the silicone sheet to keep the flagpole from rattling around inside the larger Harbor Freight PVC sleeve included with the flagpole. Step 8, drill holes for bracing and add bolts and wing nuts. You can take the flagpole out and remove the 4-foot leg sections to make it easier to work with. Figure out where you want the bolts to go. I chose the lower 1/2 since we may need to cut off more of the 8-inch base in the future and don't want any extra holes in the sleeve not being used. Just don't want any water to get in. Mark the drill hole areas with a Sharpie or marker and use a drill and the 3/8 drill bit to drill a hole through the PVC Harbor Freight sleeve, going through the sleeve and the 8-inch base piece inside the sleeve, and then back out the other side. I drilled one hole at a time. I drilled the first hole, attached the bolt through the other side of the hole, and then attached a wing nut to secure the sleeve better, and then drilled the second hole below that one, leaving room for 1 or 2 more bolts to go in the opposite direction. We're using bolts and wing nuts to secure the Harbor Freight PVC sleeve to the base of our DIY apparatus to help keep the base from sliding around, but allow for the setup to be taken apart as well. I drilled one more hole going in the opposite direction and attached the bolts, but you can add another one if you want. Step 9, add the Starlink Harbor Freight flagpole adapter to the top of the flagpole using the screwdriver. To do this, you unscrew and remove the plastic top cap from the Harbor Freight flagpole that's included, and remove the additional flagpole attachment sleeves if you want. Insert the new Harbor Freight Starlink adapter to the top of the flagpole and screw it in place using the original screw, keeping the top cap in place. Step 10, add Starlink to the top of the pole. Slide your Starlink Generation 2 into the adapter on the top of the flagpole, keeping the inside adapter section lined up with the slide section of the Starlink, and click the Starlink in. An optional extra step is to use the silicone reducer to help keep water from entering into the area between the Harbor Freight flagpole PVC sleeve and the actual flagpole. If that connection is not tight enough, you can use metal pipe clamps to secure the silicone reducer even more. Securing for potential wind. We intend to attach the flagpole to our camper ladder or bike rack using the reusable gear ties. Now, to secure the flagpole setup to freestand, such as in a field or in the middle of a campsite, we intend to use the trampoline spikes, carabiners, tensioners, and the paracord to secure the 4-foot base sections down to the ground. We also plan to use some of the plastic flagpole inserts to attach carabiners, paracord, and tensioners to make guidelines to support the flagpole down to the ground if needed. Stay tuned for a later video when we actually put this all in use when we go camping. You can add optional cleanout plugs to the 4 side holes of the 5-way connector if you are not using the 4-foot long legs to help keep water or bugs out. We feel this setup will work well either setting up alongside our camper ladder, along the bike rack, or freestanding. Thank you very much for watching our DIY Starlink Harbor Freight telescoping flagpole setup. Stay tuned for a future video when we actually put this to use for the first time when we go camping in the spring. Click the like button if you found this video useful or interesting. Subscribe to our channel if you're not already subscribed. It really actually does help us out, and it gives us more encouragement to be able to put out more videos on YouTube. And please leave a comment if you've actually done something similar like this or plan to do something like this in the future. Thank you very much again. Bye. Thank you for watching our little camper adventures. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you liked the video. Please subscribe to our channel and share with others. Leave a comment so we can get to know you better. Thanks again.